So I ran across an article today at, of all places, Charisma News. It's not a website that I generally recommend because of the craziness and the quacks and the fortune tellers and everything over at that website. But one thing that they're consistently right on, especially Michael Brown, is the issue of LGBTQ indoctrination. He's really conservative on that issue, and I find myself mostly in agreement with him on everything as far as that's concerned. Today I ran across an article that a public school system in Virginia, Loudoun County, Virginia, is removing the urinals from the boys' bathroom. Why? Because apparently there are a lot of boys at that school that do not have male genitalia, and they find the sight of urinals to be offensive. What does that mean? Okay, this is the transgender LGBTQ indoctrination that's taking places in the public schools around our nation. If you think they're the only ones and they're just fringe, you're naive. If it's not happening in your school district yet, it's going to. This came on the heels of a policy, and I got that printed out here, but I don't want to read and drive at the same time. But it came out as all right, I'm going to stop light. This policy says LCPS staff shall allow gender expansive or transgender students to use their chosen name and gender pronouns that reflect their gender identity without any substantiating evidence, regardless of the name and gender recorded in the student's permanent educational record. Staff or students who intentionally and persistently refuse to respect a student's gender identity by using the wrong name and gender pronoun are in violation of this policy. So what does this mean? Your kid can get in trouble at school for not violating his religious beliefs on the idea that there's only male and female. Now let that sink in for a minute. This isn't just staff, this is students. Your kindergartner can be kicked out of school or punished or suspended for calling a boy a he, just because that kid wants to be called a girl, or the kid's crazy lunatic parents or whatever. Got it? So this isn't just we're making the staff adhere to this and they have the right to not work there if they want to. No, your kids are forced to go to these schools, and they are forced to abide by these crazy lunatic leftist policies. So much to the point that they're removing urinals from the bathroom to appease these crazy lunatic people. And you know what? It's not these kids that are confused most of the time. Sure, yeah, the kids are confused. The quote-unquote transgender kids are confused, but it's their parents and the lunatic left. They're the ones that are causing the confusion. Instead of teaching these kids rational thinking, logic, reason, all traits that are spoken highly of in Scripture, being sober-minded, instead of teaching these things, they cause confusion. Now, who is the author of confusion? We know that God is not the author of confusion. Satan is the author of confusion. What we are seeing going on is a pure display and demonstration of depravity, demonic, satanic depravity manifesting through the wicked natures of unregenerate men and women. It's really sad. And I just wanted to, I put my own article up at the Dissenter. That's distr.com. If you want to read it, if you don't want to bother going to Charisma's crazy website to read it. You know, Broken Clock is right twice a day, and they're right on this issue. But if you want to avoid that website, yeah, I put up my own version of an article covering this with links and everything if you want to go see it. Again, that's distr.com, the Dissenter. Check it out. Appreciate you watching. Have a good day.